So I was in LA and I'm working with Ed Tree, who, man, guys, I'm not gonna fanboy his credentials.
Too much.
Go look him up. He's done a bunch of cool stuff. He's a phenomenal guitar player. He's a great producer. He's a good, solid songwriter. And I like working with him because we kind of get each other, and it makes it easy and fun. But we were doing these remakes of Hey Maria and Marilyn Monroe, and he said, look, man, the guys, and I was using Jim and Kevin Mall and
your regular guys.
Yeah, my regular guys. And he said, man, you guys are great. I want something fresh on this, and those guys have played this stuff hundreds of times.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to explain to them how to be fresh.
They know their part by rote at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, well, what do you want to do, man? He said, I have a steel guy I use here, and I would like to bring him in. And I said, okay, well, the deal I always have with my record producers, the guys that produce my stuff, it's your record.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, because you can't hire somebody to fix your record and tell them, okay, I want you to make this sound great, but I want you to do this and use that and that. No, man,
you gotta hire your producer,
right? And get out of his way.
Yeah, and if you don't like what
trust
they're doing,
him, if you don't trust him, don't hire him.
Exactly.
But I said, okay. He said, I have a steel guy I want to bring in. I said, all right, bring your steel guy. Is anybody I know? And he said, Jaydee Maness. For those of you guys out there that don't know, Jaydee Maness played with the International Submarine Band in Graham Parsons on Safe at Home. He played on the Sweetheart of the Rodeo album. He played on a Mick Jagger single. He was the original pedal steel player in the Desert Rose Band, and I was just like, I don't really fanboy, and I don't go to any of the other session guys. I don't go to their sessions because I don't. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And I almost tried to hang around LA for 3 extra days to go to that session, but the parts are great. Ed did a great job. I got to fanboy for a couple days.
Yeah, well, you get to forever. You haven't even started your cycle of promoting the record yet, so you get to tell that story.
Man, I mean, it's not even mixed yet. So yeah, I got some more moments.
You get to keep telling that story.
And I'm putting this on. I'm putting this in here, so any of y'all that want to ask me about it, yeah, I'd love to answer any of your questions. And I think there's a working title for the album, but I don't know what it is.
Don't say it.
I'm not. I don't know what it is. It's going to drop sometime pretty soon.
Summer, fall, right?
Early
Sure.
summer.
Early
Sure.
Whenever it's out, it's out.
I stayed out of this album more than I usually stay out of. I mean, I was real careful to just. I co-wrote tunes. Hey man, you got a rap.
I got one in there. I got one in there.
Yeah, that's turning out to be a really great song.
I think it's an important thing to pick your strengths, know your strengths, and bring people around you that have other ones. And if your thing is not planning a record release, just stay out of the way. Trust someone to do it, and give them the time and the money to make it happen.
Yeah, and and there's a whole bunch of different reasons why that's a good idea. In my case, it's twofold. First of all, man, I'm lazy as hell. On my own, I put in the least amount of effort. Just, okay, we got up to the minimum, and let's go just a bit more so we went past minimum. Yeah, we did, only by that much. And the other thing is, when you start getting involved in the other parts, then people start asking you questions.
Yeah.
And I don't like answering questions.
Yeah, I mean, and it's the, like you're a master of none. If you start doing everything, your trick is you can write a song and you're a great performer. You don't need to know how to release singles on Spotify. Why would you need to know that?
Or play lead guitar.
Exactly.
Or be like, hey man, what are you going to do for the bass part?
No
Hire a fucking bass player. And he's going to play a bass part. And if the producer says that's a great bass part, then I love it. And if the producer says let's get another bass player, that's fine. I told Ed, hell, you can bring in another lead singer if you want to.
Doing Milli Vanilli.
I don't fucking care. I wrote or co-wrote everything on there.
Yeah,
it's about the material.
That's your big strength, and
well, that's my trick.
Everyone else is going to keep it moving on the tracks. Yeah.
And